If you're hitting the gym this year, you're not going to be alone.
I know, but a lot of people start and they don't really get into the practice of going. So today we have our very own Loa Blasucci with Fit and Beautiful.
Have you missed me? I'm happy to be here.
I have missed you.
Oh,
I'm so glad you're back.
Thank you. It's going to be like a mosh pit in January.
Oh, yeah.
Packed.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know,
wannabes.
For about 2 weeks, though, right? I mean, that's my, it's always been my...
Sometimes it goes about 6 weeks.
Okay.
That seems to be about the average. But there are tens of millions of Americans this year who will vow to lose weight. And in the end, it's about 8% of them that actually can keep that weight off. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, because there have been so many studies done and everybody's trying. Everybody wants to trim down, slim down. There was a study done. Let me tell you about this study, because this really says it all to me. Orlando Health did a study of 1,000 people. And out of those 1,000, 1 in 10 thought that weight loss had anything to do with their psychological well-being. Everybody else thought it was exercise, food, having time, all of those things, which those things matter. But none of us really consider the psychological impact of weight loss. It's really your relationship to food. So if I'm with a weight loss client and we're talking about how we can get those first few pounds off the body, the first thing I want to focus on is I want to go sit down and have a meal with them. Oftentimes I see this. I'll have a client like this.
That's the way I
kind of hovering, right?
Oh yeah, feet under their chair, like ready to launch. But there's an energy between each of us and food when we're about to eat a meal. So one of the most amazing exercises that's truly calming and very nurturing to your own body is to just take time before a meal. Just take a few deep breaths. And people are like, you know, I don't have time for that. I can't be bothered. I just got to go to the gym. I got to do my treadmill. I got to blah, blah, blah. But really, we have to get back into your history. We all have a history with food. And we all have had birthday cake and wedding cake and celebration food and treats for doing good and all of those things. We're all very connected to food. So if we can just take a moment and feel that energy that I was talking about, that the girl that was like ready to pounce, if we can just kind of feel that.
Right.
Get inside your own little body and mind and
deep
understand what that means.
I understand that. I really
3 deep breaths before a meal, very slow. 3. Just relax. Just let yourself be in your chair. And it's so simple. It's so simple. But sometimes it will bring you to a place of calm that you don't eat as much.
Well,
I've seen it happen many, many times.
you are conscious about having a nice meal then and realize that you have eaten food versus stuffing something really fast. And then you said, did I just eat? I feel hungry.
It's quantity. Slow. And it takes about 20 minutes for your brain to recognize that you're satisfied. But there are a lot of levels of satisfied. If you're used to the feeling stuffed as meaning you're okay, a lot of times that's connected to some kind of fear in your past, something that happened way back in your history. That feeling is really uncomfortable. If we can get to a place where we realize that that's discomfort. I want to be light. I want to be lean. I want to go into my yoga class and move and feel good. And if we recognize that as feeling, that's good to me. That's awesome. That's delicious to my body. Then we gravitate towards that. We don't need that stuffed feeling, and we don't need to always focus on food.
We can be so hard on ourselves, and I think being kind to ourselves by allowing ourselves to feel the prepared and energy, and I completely agree with you. I think it's really important to think about what we're putting in our bodies on top of that.
It absolutely is. You know, we all have a history. If we can just kind of get in touch with that, take yourself back. I mean, I obviously can't do a counseling session with everybody that's watching, but so much of this you can do on your own, just kind of going back in time. What were those family meal times like for you? What was your relationship like with your mom and your dad as meal times were happening? So much of it is there. Sometimes there's loneliness. Sometimes there's just agitation, and a lot of times we eat quantity to just kind of get through that.
And we forget quality instead of quantity sometimes. So Loa, thank you so much for being on the program today. I know, and I think
speaking of eating,
there's so much more on my website, heyloa.com. So easy.
Go to it, heyloa.com. And next we're going to have One Veg World on. They are a vegan restaurant, and we're going to try some of their great items. I can't wait. I love vegan food. I can do it. I can do it. Yep.
Now that I'm leaving, there's food here. Great. See how that works? Cue the food. Loa's going.
Well, more for me, less for you.
There we go. Join us next.